Who would win of the week this week is a weird one, I guess. But it's Rob Gronkowski versus Will Ferrell. It would have been interesting to do Ron Burgundy, too. We've done Ron before in our three-way Ron battle.
This is Will Ferrell.
This is Will Ferrell, the actor. Yeah.
The man himself.
So
Who is a big... he's a big
he's
guy.
a very big guy.
Yeah.
Big dude.
So this is what I'll say. I'm going to call Andrew out to start here. Your premise behind this fight working was that you think that because in your mind Rob Gronkowski is so dumb that anybody with any amount of intelligence would be able to beat him in a fight.
That's your premise? I just want to
That's Andrew's idea going.
That
into
is
this
what
fight.
you know. What that is what I said.
Yeah,
absolutely,
almost word for word.
Yeah, I think
Almost.
basically word for word. What I said was that you could probably defeat Rob Gronkowski the same way that they took down the camel walkers in Star Wars. Is you could just wrap a jump rope around his legs and he might be like, whoa. Like I feel like you could pull one over on him pretty easily.
So
I don't know if Will Ferrell's the guy to do that, though.
I don't even know what I honestly am having trouble thinking of what Will Ferrell's tactic
Full
would be
kicking
going
and screaming
in.
style.
Yeah,
I think, yeah.
So this is my initial take, is that only way Will Ferrell would be able to win this fight, and now I am about to take a slight shot at Rob Gronkowski's intelligence, but not to the place where you took it.
Slight shot.
Will Ferrell is a funny bastard, and I feel like that is Gronk's type of humor. Like
That's his weakness.
Yeah. I
That's a
feel
good
like
point.
Gronk is probably a huge Will Ferrell fan. With that being said, if Will can come out and kind of,
Establish the line of scrimmage.
lay down some groundwork and maybe take Gronk's head out of the game a little bit,
Yeah.
he has a little bit of a chance in this fight.
Right. He'd be able to distract him.
Yeah. I mean, if Will is capable of doing anything that he did in the movie Kicking and Screaming, I might even just take him outright.
And in that movie, he learned from the best. Like, I bet you Mike Ditka would
Absolutely.
give
That's right.
Gronk a hell of a fight.
Absolutely.
Even at his current age. Is he still alive? I think he's
Yeah.
Dicka's still alive.
Yeah.
He's still kicking. He's still kicking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good matchup. Gronk, I mean, we saw his four brothers, who I think people all consensually agree that that Gronk's a little bit better than the four brothers, but we watched his four brothers get whooped by Jake Paul in under 20 seconds each. I mean, I personally, I might even take Will Ferrell over Jake Paul. That's probably a little pushing it. But
No,
I didn't know
kicking
about
and screaming
I
stuff
didn't know
because this
about
isn't
brothers.
boxing. This is
Right.
this is fight to death, right?
Yeah.
No
holds barred.
Yeah. So that's the Gronkowski's
and that's
most recent fighting.
and that's the thing about Will Ferrell is I feel like he might not be winning in this fight, like when it's coming down to it, but he would do,
whatever it took.
He's an eye gouger.
Yeah.
He's an eye gouger. He's a ball grabber.
He's a real loose
yeah.
cannon.
He'll finger your ass if he has to.
Yeah, he'll do it
To
The
kind
United
of
States
free
style.
up some space for himself to make a move. With that being said, Will Ferrell would have to really be on one to distract Gronk. And the reason that I say that is because, well, it depends on how the situation
Gronk seems pretty
starts.
easily distractible.
Yeah, especially by Will Ferrell.
In public, yes. But you have to remember, I'm talking about in your everyday setting, but you have to remember that he is one of the greatest tight ends in NFL history. And you don't get to a position by being somebody who, in the moment, can easily be taken off their game. Right? So if you give him the opportunity to get in
in that
I don't want to call it
headspace.
war mode, but yeah.
Like Trey White, when he hit Trey White in the back of the neck.
When he's in the zone, when he's locked in as if he was playing in a football game, I don't think Will Ferrell stands a chance.
Yeah, Will Ferrell's definitely the underdog, but it's more do you think he can pull it out?
But you know what?
It depends on the
point,
scenario.
though,
If the scenario is, they're at a bar and they start chatting, and randomly Gronk pisses Will Ferrell off, and all of a sudden he's like, "It's on."
Beer
I
bottle.
think that Gronk is at a severe disadvantage because he wasn't prepared. Whereas, as goofy and maybe unintelligent as you might think he is, when you're as old as he is, you don't play as well as you do in the National Football League without the uncanny ability to prepare yourself. That, and he's obviously very close with Tom Brady, who is a guy that prepares like nobody ever.
That's a good point. I didn't think about the Brady connection. He would get him coached up for Will. I don't know. It kind of comes back. I was listening to our Who Would Win of the Week last time. It was Mike Ditka and Belichick the last time I was on.
We did Ditka last time.
Yeah, we did. That's so funny. That's why I was like, what are the odds? And I remember I kind of went with Bill because I thought Bill would do anything to win as far as like force lightning, pull out a lightsaber,
that's right.
Darth Sidious style. No, but like, yeah, and that's where kind of even though Gronk was a Patriot, I kind of think more Will would do whatever it took. You know, he could make him laugh. He'd catch him off his game. It'd be a tough one. Will's a big dude, though. I think you
all
can't.
right, Andy?
Yeah, you all right?
I got something in my
got
eye,
something in
man.
his eye.
I don't know what's going on.
Oh, yeah,
look bad,
Andrew's
though.
crying.
It feels like I
Yeah.
got sunscreen.
Tears have been
it feels
shed.
like I have sunscreen.
You've probably
in my
been
eye.
touching like those peppers or some shit.
Oh fuck! No, I definitely didn't.
What'd you do?
I don't know, but that's kind of what it feels like. Oh
You
my
probably
god!
were doing something stupid.
I'm sorry, I'm
Do we need
distracted
to
from the
splash
Who
some
Would
water
Win.
in your eyes? We need to get
might
one
need
of those
something. One of those like
things
safety.
from health class. Yeah.
Yeah. Like flush
some
the eyes
water
out.
for your eyeball?
Oh my god. Let
You
me put
go
the-
get a napkin.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bottle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that'll solve it.
But we
Yeah.
battle on. So
Yeah.
I'll just hold it like an eye patch for the rest of the show. Oh my
I
god, what the fuck?
agree that Will Ferrell would do whatever it would take. Like if he had to get, scrappy, he would get scrappy.
Yeah.
I just think that we're talking about an
I'm sorry,
athletic
it's so
specimen.
distracting, I
Yeah,
know.
there's tears.
I'm looking like
everywhere.
Popeye over here.
There's
He's
too much
imagining
going
Will
on.
Ferrell just getting his absolute ass.
Yeah, he's
pounded
in
and he
tears.
just
All right.
can't
I'll be
handle it.
back.
Yeah,
I'll try and sort
yeah,
this
can't
out.
handle
Oh.
So what I was saying though, as Andrew goes, we're gonna
He's
get
gonna
an
go
update
sort
when we
this
get back to you guys.
out.
A quick. This is our first ever medical stoppage on the podcast, or medical leave. We've never had somebody
Brought to you by
have to do
Highmark.
that. Yeah.
There we go.
Exactly.
Highmark Stadium.
But I just think that Gronk is such a physical specimen. Like we're talking. I'm gonna look up their schematics, like their height and weight.
I'm gonna guess Rob. What is he? 6'5", 6'6". He's probably 260. I'd say Will's probably 6'4", 240. Those are my guesses. Weight expert
So-
over here.
So Will Ferrell's 6'3", Gronk is 6'6". I didn't look up their weights. That's
Okay.
their own personal information.
Yeah.
I would never disclose that.
That's true. That's a good point.
I know. This is getting interesting, but
No, it's awesome.
it goes back to like the preparation thing. When you have a guy like that who is obviously so dominant at something that's so difficult to be dominant at,
Yeah.
it's just a testament to how good he is, like physically, like how well his body operates. And then when you have a guy like Will Ferrell who is big but he's goofy and he might be smarter, but he's definitely
He's
not
also
as
old,
athletically
too. Isn't he, like,
inclined. Probably
60-something? Not that that's
he's probably
relevant.
not young, but
I forgot about that.
let's see.
That could I would take prime Will Ferrell. I might even take.
54.
Oh, he's not that old.
No, not that old.
Wow. I
He
thought he
could
was
still
older.
fight. I mean,
only
Gronk's
54,
what,
huh?
32,
30
35?
30s.
And his
Yeah.
body's been through more than most people.
Yeah.
That was what I was during an NFL season.
But
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys noticed. Andrew definitely didn't. But in the Bucks' first game of the season, for the first time that I can remember, Gronk was wearing no mechanical arm. He had nothing
I
but
did
like a
not
shooting
notice
sleeve
that.
on.
Really?
Yeah, he had no brace, no nothing.
robot
So he's
arm.
only getting stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's concerning. I did not know that. I did
Yeah,
not notice
so
that. Wow.
Take that into
I don't know
consideration.
how I didn't notice that. I've always noticed that.
And that's
stupid
what I mean.
robot arm.
And that's
Yeah.
why it stood out so much to me. I'm like, why does he had one little red shooting sleeve on his arm. That's it. No.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I was rooting so much for Antonio Brown that night. Maybe I wasn't even. I needed him to get 5.
Yeah, I had a
catches.
great fantasy night that week. I had
That night was fun.
I had CeeDee Lamb playing and
Yeah.
I had Chris Godwin playing.
Okay, that's
So
Godwin did great.
I had some fun.
Godwin almost fucked that game for them. That was really close. That was,
Yeah, but he ended up having another touchdown
Yeah,
after that,
he
didn't
did.
he? So
he did. He's good.
it all
Godwin's
comes out in the
yeah.
wash.
How are you doing?
Yeah,
I think I'm
a lot
all right.
better.
Yeah.
His eyes are open.
I mean, my eyes are open
What'd you
right
do,
now.
Just a little splash of water and you're
Just
good to go?
like as soon as I walked out there, it started to feel better, and then
Some of this room.
I went.
bright
And
light.
It's the
it
asbestos.
might be
Yeah,
that
need
light.
some eye black. Yeah,
If-
Yeah, Tyler Bass, just the one.
just
eye.
one. Yeah, just one.
Shout out to Reggie. What was that guy?
Which
Roy.
one?
The guy you mentioned that hates
Raymond.
it. Oh, yeah, shout out to Ray. Shout out to
Oh
Ray.
my gosh. I
Um,
got to tell him that's hilarious. Yeah.
yeah. As soon as I grabbed the tissue, I like did that, and then I have this like water bottle fresh out of the fridge that I just put on there,
Always good to
eye
slap a
patch
nice
style.
Take the swelling down a little bit.
fresh
I don't know
water
what was
bottle
it.
on
It
your
felt
eye.
like some kind of chemical burning. Like
So before
I
we
don't know
get too
what
far
happened.
away from it, let's lock in our picks on the Who in the Week. Then
Okay.
we'll discuss the
okay, I really think that Will. It's weird. You know what? Okay, so you know what could happen though is yes, Will could distract Gronk, but Gronk might enjoy it so much that he actually kills Will Ferrell,
Oh,
like
shit.
Lenny from Of Mice and Men. Like that's what I think could potentially happen here. Gronk is like, yeah, this is great. I love this guy, and then he maybe like lovingly punches him on the shoulder and like his whole spine comes out, or maybe like
Okay.
puts him in a fun headlock and then his head snaps off.
Flip side of that, not
Yeah.
to keep going with Mice and Men. Maybe that's how
Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell just walks him over to a lake.
Yeah, says let's pet the rabbit.
Yeah, that's what
pet the rabbits, Rob, and then he just tees off. On
Yeah,
the
that's
head.
what I was
Yeah.
kind of. That's what I was
Execution
thinking.
style.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Oh man, which one of those is more likely? That's
I
tough.
think
That's really
I think
tough.
the latter. I gotta be honest.
I was gonna say I've read the book, and that's what happened.
Yeah, that is.
Right.
But yeah, that's after.
In Lenny
Lenny
versus
does some
George,
damage.
George
Yeah.
does win.
Yeah. Is it Lenny versus Giorgio? Is yeah? That would basically be.
I mean, technically,
Yeah,
I guess.
that's basically what you're looking at.
Lenny
Yeah.
doesn't go at George though violently.
He doesn't need to.
Yeah, George sets it up so that he doesn't
but
have Lenny.
that's a
And
good
that,
who
that
would
would be
win, Lenny
that would
or
be the
George?
situation.
Yeah.
In a fair fight. Finally,
Lenny.
They get
justice
to- we
for
get to know.
hashtag justice for Lenny.
Justice for Lenny. Lenny didn't do anything, dude. He
Well,
Didn't he
Well,
kill?
he
I
did
never
kill
read. I
him.
never
He killed
read
the
book.
woman,
Yeah,
right?
he killed
he
the
killed the
woman.
woman.
Yeah.
When it's a
kind
human.
of by accident.
Well, I
Kind
think
of.
isn't that the whole point that it is by accident?
Yeah.
I mean, he's.
Well, he just doesn't know his own
We never
strength.
know. We
Yeah.
never-
It was-
yeah. We don't get to know that. That's up to interpretation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
This really turned into just Lenny and George.
to break it down that way, though, then I reconvinced myself that it's Will. I guess.
Yeah, I've actually talked myself into the Will thing after that.
That's
like,
a hard thing to. Yeah, if we're
Because
looking
he could
at it that
easily
way.
distract him enough and be like, and Gronk be like, yeah, see Gronk, don't you like the footballs? Look at the footballs, and then just boom,
Yeah.
and then he's done.
Yeah.
Two great impressions
Yeah.
from you today,
He's
Bernie.
that was-
a
yeah, that
wonderful
was- yeah.
Norm and a great
Yeah.
Gronk.
Gronk's pretty easy. You just go,
So-
"Ooh, my name
yeah.
Gronk, catch ball. Like,
Matt
that's- yeah.
Damon.
Yeah.
You
So
just do Matt
I'm
Damon.
gonna stick with Gronk here because I feel like you can't undersell his freakish athletic ability.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
If-
fair, and
listen,
that makes
if
sense.
Will Ferrell gets the better of him mentally, then good for Will Ferrell. But if that isn't the case, then Gronk, tees off
run
on
away
Will
with it.
Ferrell to death. And
And he
RIP
might
to-
underestimate him too, because I feel like if you're Gronk, one of the things about Gronk, and obviously he like has so much fun, it's because he must feel like nothing can kill him.
He's
because so
overly
like nothing
confident,
can.
though.
Yeah, a little bit in his ability.
Yeah, but
Will
I
could
don't
work
think
that to
I
his
don't think
favor.
he would ever underestimate. I don't think Gronk. That's Brady Belichick mindset
Right.
101.
Yeah.
You don't ever underestimate somebody.
Right.
So I don't think.
Although I don't think of Gronk as like a Belichick like kind of mind. You know, like he was never a fan. I
No,
feel like.
but he was there for so long. He in some
Had to
way,
absorb
shape, form,
some.
he has to have adapted it.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
And
That's
again, he's also played in the league for so long when a lot of people thought that he wasn't going to be able to sustain a career because of his injuries. So
Yep. And then he comes out and scores the most touchdowns ever by a tight
so
end or
we're
whatever.
yeah, exactly. So we're
Yeah,
2-1. Two.
Yeah,
Will
I'm taking Will.
Ferrells.
I'm taking Will.
Yeah.
2 Will Ferrells, 1
After the
Gronk.
Lenny thing.
There's a lot of different ways you can look at this fight, and I think that's where the discrepancy comes in. But vote on that on Friday on our Instagram story. Let us know what you think. It'll be posted by none other than yours truly, Andy. So go on there. Let us know what you think. Take a vote on that. Check out what other people think.